Hello everyone, this is a video lecture for Algebra 1314. We're in 9.1. And if you are going in order, like as in YouTube gave you 9.1, then 9.2, and then 9.3, turn around now! Go to 9.3, then to 9.1, then to 9.2. I know that's kind of weird, but the way that the workbook has it, we actually did 9.1, like all this matrix stuff up here. I'll just like scroll through it so you can see it. Wow, that was so much, man. So we did 9.3 first. So go back and watch that video first, okay? With that said, we're going on a 9.1. So we're doing matrices again, but this time we're using them to solve things. And an augmented matrix in particular, not this guy, more like this one. An augmented matrix, it has like an equal sign, kind of, but we use a vertical bar. A vertical bar. And that's that augment is the vertical bar. Let me demonstrate and show you what's going on. So they say rewrite these guys as matrices. So this is going to be a 3 rows by 4 columns. Okay, so it's a 3 by 4 matrix. And how it's going to look is by writing my x's, my y's, my z's, and then the equal sign is a vertical bar, and then my numbers. Here we go. So I got 3 x's, 1 y, 2 z's is equal to 31. So I'm just copying them down. 1, 1, 2, 19, 1, 3, 2, 25. Now, my math lab does not want you to do anything else with this at this point. They say, okay, you got it, you're done. I don't even need to put it in here. Just, we're done. That was it. That's the entire answer. So let's do it the same thing here. Make sure that you're lining it up. X, Y, Z equals a number. So my X's, I got 5, negative 2, 2, negative 5. Hold on now. How many X's do I have? 3. How many Y's do I have? Negative 4. How many Z's do I have? 0. And then a 5. Notice that they made it not lined up on purpose. So you have to readjust it a little bit, okay? 6, 0, negative 7, negative 5. So watch out for those little things. They're trying to make it harder than it is. They're trying to make it harder than it is. It's just them being them. It's like, we'll make sure they learn math. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways, WXYZ, notice that we're even getting larger, and this is, again, the equal sign, a number. This is going to be a W, an X, a Y, and a Z, and that's fine. So let me rewrite it now as an equation. 1W minus 2 X's plus 4 Y's plus 5 Z's equals 2. And you don't have to write the 1. Same thing here with this. You don't have to write 0 W's. X plus 2Y is equal to 4. We got a y minus z equals 1. And then here we got w minus 2x is equal to negative 2. So just whenever there's a 0, you don't have to write it. If there's a 1, you don't have to write it. But there it is. So now we go back and forth between them because what we're going to do is use Desmos to solve it. And then we have to use this equation method stuff to actually get the results out of it. Okay? So the next thing is row operations. No. I am dead serious. I haven't done this in the past, I don't know. It's probably been 15 years. And I've been teaching for like 17 years. So there's no need to do this. We use a calculator for it all. I will not be doing this with you right here. If you have a TI or a Casio, I applaud your efforts in life, but Desmos. Okay? Casio's way cool. But but regardless, Desmos is even cooler. And then this is all that by hand stuff, which, again, I'm not doing. I think that's just a waste of your time. Whew, finally. It says solve. And and then there's a ton of this. There's like 8 of these on your homework. So let's see what we're going to do. It's very simple. It's all going to be Desmos, okay? It's all going to be Desmos. So I need to rewrite this as an augmented matrix. So I'm just going to rewrite my numbers and put them in order if they're not in order already. Like that. X, Y, Z equals a number. Sweet. Now what we're going to do is put that into the Desmos matrix calculators. This is the matrix calculator. So that's a 3 by 4 size. So new matrix, 3 by 4, and start typing it all in. Notice that the augment is not there. You have to just kind of use your brain for that one. Just say, oh yeah, it's there. It's imagination. Okay, so we have it all in there. We're good. And this is the key moment. This is the key moment. RREF of A. RREF of A. If you're taking away anything from this lecture video and the next one, it's right there. RREF of A. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. And everything is done. Everything's solved. So I'm going to rewrite it, and again with my imaginary augment. So it looks like that. Again, this was supposed to be x, y, z equals a number. And so from the top row, I got 1x plus 0y plus 0z equals 4. You don't need the zeros. You don't even need the 1. We're basically just saying x equals 4. And the same thing with the other guys, y equals 3, and then finally z equals a negative 2. So those are my answers. You're done. So they have 3 boxes for the x, the y, and the z, and you put them in, and you're done. So you might be asking, hey, Chad, is it just the last numbers over there? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Every time. I mean, unless there's something weird going on over there. But yeah, like, at least in this section, every time. Cool. So you do that. Oh, we're already done? We're already done. Should I keep going? Should I keep going? No, I'm gonna stop it. But like, you do this a bazillion times on the homework, literally. And then there are some word problems in this section. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna skip ahead in the workbook. I know you don't want this. I'm sorry, but 9.2, I'm not going to do it yet, okay? But scroll. This guy is in 9.2. This one, I think, is in 9.1, and this one's definitely 9.1. So I want to do these. They should have been up in the last section on the workbook. I know normally I go sequentially, but this is an important one, okay? So let's solve these two together. They're in the 9.1 section anyways. So it says... we have total amount of calories, protein, and vitamin C that we need to have with these guys. So, and essentially, I have like a total line down here saying that I got 3,600, 46, and 8,450. Cool. I like it. Well, this size here, if you see it, is now a 4 by 3. If you did the homework with me, you'll notice that normally it's 3 by 4s. So a 4 by 3 is kind of unusual. What we actually want to do is do this thing called transpose. I didn't even spell it right. Transpose. It basically kind of like flips it, or rather I'm reading down, but I'm going to write across. So here we go. I got 100, 500, 200 equals, that's my total, right? Equals the total of 3,600. And this is making more sense with the rest of the homework questions now. It has that format that makes more sense. And Desmos will appreciate it. Because if you did it the other way, Desmos will just lock up and say, no, I don't know what's going on. But this way, it'll actually give you a result. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of getting mixed up with all this, like, down, up, side to side stuff. So how do we solve it? RREF, and here we go. So this is, again, a 3 by 4. Put your numbers in. It's Math AMSR. Desmos is awesome. I mistyped something, I know it. Let's go back and find out where it is. So yeah, you should get whole numbers here. So I definitely mistyped something. It looks legit. 100, 500, 200, 3,600, 7, 13, 15, 46, and then 250, 13, 300, and then 4, 8, 4, 5, 0. 2, 5, 2, 3600. I know that this is the way to do it. I was just being silly for a little bit, but this is weird. Let me check my workbook. I know that you get integer numbers. So this will happen to you as well whenever you're doing math. You're like, well, how's this not working for me? And I can't say, do you see it? Because you won't. You don't see it. That's the point. Look, it wasn't 46, it was 146. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, it happens. It happens. So that's a perfect example of, I know this has got to work, and I know I'm not going to get these really silly answers here. So something's wrong. I have to go find it. This happens to me. It happens to you. It's going to happen on your homework. So look around. Desmos is not broken. Desmos is not broken. You're broken. No, it's just something you wrote was broken, okay? There, look. It's so much better. So much better. Okay. So I got 3, 5, and 4. And those are my answers. So my food A is 3. Food B is 5. Food C is 4. There it is. We got it. Last one. This is still a 9-1 for sure. I remember this. Now, this one's a pretty big problem. After this, we're like done with the 9.1. I'll go back and do 9.2 next time. So the question on your homework is no longer the village problem. It's actually, I would call it the White House problem. They talk about a building with fireplaces, elevators, and stuff like that. Anyways, it's very similar to this, though. It's almost a copy-paste. So I am going to do the workbook because that's what I'm doing here in these lecture videos. But go check out my other algebra videos for this one, and you'll be sure to see the one that is on your actual homework, the White House problem, okay? So combined, we have this many Asians, Africans, Europeans, Americans. Right now, that sentence gives me an equation. So I got Asians plus Africans plus Europeans plus Americans is equal to 194. Okay. Next up, it says the number of Asians exceeds, now hold on, Asians exceeds equals the Africans plus the Europeans plus an additional 73. So that's how I set that next sentence up. The difference between, that means subtraction, Europeans and Americans, so Europeans minus Americans is equal to 10. And then finally, if Africans were doubled, and this doubled right here, on your homework you might see it say tripled or doubled. It depends on the randomization, so watch out. So 2 times Africans, again, exceeds equals the number of Europeans and the Americans by an additional 36. This is kind of like our proto-equation. What we want to do is now set this thing up much better. So like if I move these guys over, they're going to be negatives now. But here we go. Basically, Asians, Africans, Europeans, Americans equals a number. Okay, so on the top one's very simple. 1, 1, 1, 1, 194. The next one, Asians is a 1. When I move this over, it's negative. So negative 1, 0, 73. Here, there's no Asians, there's no Africans. 1, -1, 10. Again, I'm moving these over, so there's 0 Asians, 2 for Africans. -1, -1, 36. RREF, and let's get that answer. So on your homework, it'll be, it's a copy-paste of the same style. This is a 4x5, by the way, because it's a lot bigger. So I want to write that down so you have it in your notes. It's a 4x5 size, so make sure you do that. No, I wanted to do this. 194. Almost done. This is the last one. And like once you put it in REF, you're done. There it is. So Asians is 128. Africans is 34. Europeans is 21, and Americans is 11. There, whatever. Okay, that's good enough. There you go. We're done. We're happy. Little flowers, sunshiny. Yay. I don't know. Thank you very much. Have a great day.